I'm playing all Madden seasons until I lose, but for every 5 wins I get, I have to spin this wheel to determine what playbooks I have to use, and for the first playbooks we have to use is going to be the Cowboys. This is being played at the hardest division in head-to-head. In our first game, we have the ball, and we run an RPO read option, and we're going to take this with Big Truz. It looked like I had a lane, but we end up getting hit very hard. It's right, though. He's sending a lot of blitzes at me, so we're going to toss it over to Quad Daddy, and he's able to get into the end zone. When he gets the ball back, though, he throws just one of the most blind reads I've ever seen, and Calvin Johnson's free safety card picks it off. We're going to be able to take this all the way back for 6, and we're going to force a rage quit for an easy W for game number 1 right here. With game 1 being so easy, my confidence was maybe a little bit too high here, and on 2nd and 10, we drop back. We have something that I believe is open, but instead ends up becoming a D-line pick. And not only a D-line pick, but a D-line pick 6. Super lovely. Love that. 1st and 10, very next drive. I have an open corner route. I decide to throw, and instead I overthrow it. I could tell it's going to be one of those games. We do get past midfield, though, and I decide we are going to run the ball, and Big Truz is going to go crazy. We have so many nasty streaks on this team, and we're able to get a little bit frisky with the stick work in for a nice 50-yard rushing touchdown. Was always a big deal. He kind of tests my user right here, throwing over the middle of the field. I was a little bit away from it, though. But you can tell he's kind of a testy guy as he throws this corner route directly to Richard Sherman. We're not able to take it back for 6 like a couple of the other picks we had last game, but it was enough to set us into decent field position, and I go right back to this RPO read. He literally has no answer for Big Truz, and he ankle tackles me, which is really frustrating, but that's enough to force a rage quit here, so we're already 2-0. Now, if you haven't been able to tell, my favorite play in the Cowboys playbook is obviously this RPO read in the gun spread. I love it because it's a read option, right? You're going to be able to hand it off to Quad Father, keep it with Big Truz, but also it has this bubble on the right side where if we get the look, we're able to throw this bubble and actually get decent yards out of it like we do right here at Taysom Hill. And then obviously the formation is going to have a 4 verticals, which is always going to be good in Madden, and we get a huge gain again to Taysom Hill right there. We work our way all the way down the 1-yard line, get a quarterback sneak touchdown, and Panther Boy, that was enough for him to quit, which is hilarious. We match up with him again the very next game. He kicks the ball out of bounds, and then he's going to quit again. And now we're 4-0 thanks to some random dude named Panther Boy, so thank you, brother. We're just 1 win away from being able to spin that wheel again and change playbooks finally. We run a read option to start off. It almost got blown up, but I cut it all the way back, and then we just have open field. I really thought we had a touchdown here, dude. I don't know how we're not fast enough, but we come up a little bit short. Thankfully, Taysom Hill cooks on this over route, and this is a super unnecessary high ball, but we still get a tutty. Now, he's an I-form close with the Quad Daddy, and he's running stretch. That's a combination you never want to see in John Madden football, boys. But I immediately go all hands on deck. I call double safety blitz, and I audible to cover 4. That's going to get us into a good zone defense, but it brings both of our safeties into the box automatically. This is going to help us get a bunch of players going to the ball at a very fast pace. They're already in position to make tackles, and you're going to see that on 1st and 10, we blow this run up. On 3rd and 8, he tries running the ball again, and he only gets a couple of yards. So when we get to 4th and 6, shockingly, he's not a great passer, so he throws it right to Julius Peppers. Now, why is Julius Peppers in coverage? Well, that's because we play an awesome game mode called Mutt, I guess. Whatever. 1st and 10, though, when we have the ball, we have a wide-open Seaman Demon Marvin Harrison into the end zone. He does get the ball one more time, but again, shockingly, he's not a great passer, and he throws it directly to my night train lane, and he's gone. With 5 wins under our belt, it's time to spin the wheel, and we get the Buffalo Bills playbooks, which are pretty cool, all right? So it's time for the first round of the playoffs, which is a divisional round, and I'm immediately going to be calling RPO read flat wheel. This is such a good play. I don't know much of the other plays in the Bills playbook, but this run, especially with Quad Father, oh my gosh, it's good. And I'm honestly cool with that. I'm going to run the ball quite a bit. I don't want to pass using plays I'm not familiar with. But the cool thing with this is that if they run commit right here, you can easily check out of the pass and throw the ball deep downfield, which is awesome. We get the ball right back, and his user bites down a little bit too far. We get an awesome free form to Marvin Harrison again, and that's going to be another huge touchdown for him, which is enough to force a rage quit. Sitting at 6-0, we're going into our conference championship game. 1 game away from the Super Bowl, and we quickly find ourselves up 13-0, and he's on a 3rd and inches. He's going to do everything he can to pick this up with the fullback dive right up the middle. We blow it up, and he's going to go 4th and inches, hurry up. Halfback dive, CJ2K, that gets blown up too. And then when we have the ball back, man, we just launch an absolute piss missile to Taysom Hill. Troy Polamalu's nowhere near it, and this guy's quickly out of the game. And we're heading to the Super Bowl now, boys. This Super Bowl, man, was an absolute movie. And by movie, I mean I was in absolute hell. Very first drive, for some reason, I throw this C route it's not even remotely open. I don't know why I threw it. I hit the button, and then I immediately regretted it. I panicked. I don't know. whatever. Kenneth Walker, the Michigan State alum, gets into the end zone, and I'm like, oh, great, brother. This is a really good start. But CeeDee Lamb, we're able to RPO him and score a quick touchdown, which is always really nice. And on 2nd and 10, I decided to dial up the heat a little bit, try to get him behind the chains, and we're able to get that pressure off that right edge to get a sack, leading to a 4th and 20. Now, for the first time in Madden 23 history, I actually get a lurk somehow, which I'm very pleased about. I can tell already my eyes aren't working, so I'm just going to run the ball with Quad Daddy, and he's going to take it to the left sideline. He almost gets in right here. I don't know how we don't score, bro, but I'm like, okay, I'm just going to QB sneak it on 1st and goal. Doesn't work. All right, QB sneak at 2nd and goal. Doesn't work. Well, okay, 3rd and goal. I'm going to be really cute here, and I'm going to try highballing something. Well, for the first time ever, a high ball gets picked off in this game, so that's awesome. We immediately get him into a 4th and 4, though, and after this play is totally bagged and he throws a pass that can't get completed, I know that, hey, this game's not about who the better man player is, but rather who's less of an absolute fucking moron. So that's what we're going for. We're up 14-7 after that rushing touchdown, and he gets down all the way to the 2. But I throw a red zone pick, which means now I guess it's time for him to throw one. He throws it into an area that just obvious. Like, there's just no way that pass is ever caught for a touchdown. I'm going to be 100% honest with you guys. Up 14-7 now, 3rd and 8. It's the 3rd quarter, so we have an opportunity here, but of course I take a giant sack right to the face. 4th and 17. For the first time in Madden history, I actually punt the ball. I know TikTok's going to absolutely love seeing some real football field positioning happening right there. Oh, he's backed up onto his own 2. What's he do? He calls inside zone, and he breaks it, so I lose that great field position. But we get a huge fumble, baby. Carmichael comes up with it, falls down, gets up. He's going to take it out to the sideline, and somehow, dude, how do we keep on coming up short of the end zone, dude? 1st and goal. We're just going to hand it off up the middle. Quad Daddy into the end zone for a touchdown. He runs the ball, gets it blown up. He's only down 7 right now. He's going to roll to the right side. Tom Brady's looking. Nothing's open. He's going to high ball, and then Carmichael just snags the ball out of the air somehow. This game was stupid. I don't know. All we need is a 1st down here. It's 3rd and 6. If we get a 1st down, we win the game. CeeDee Lamb's going to come back and catch it, and that's going to force a rage quit. I don't even get to see my Super Bowl celebration. It's the start of a new season for us in game number 9, and of course, this guy who we're playing decides to open the new season off with an onside kick, because why wouldn't you do that? We get it, so I mean, it doesn't really matter, but it's like, I don't know. Don't worry, though. He didn't get the onside, but he did get this pick that I threw, apparently directly to Stephon Gilmore. I thought he was open. Apparently he's not. Passing's hard when you don't have your playbook, and he immediately dots me. He actually just absolutely torched my man coverage, so props to him. I thought this drive, I was like, okay, we're going to get something going. We check it down to Taysom Hill, but no, Taysom Hill fumbles the ball. And this is going absolutely how we all planned and pictured it going. He then decides to dot me again to Tyreek Hill, which is awesome. We are on a 1st and 10 within striking distance. I overthrow a wide open touchdown right here. Always a fun time. And then on 3rd and 8, I overthrow, or actually I just get it under pressure on an open corner route. This is super fun. I'm having a really fun time right now, guys. Thankfully, we get things back on track, though, as on a 4th and 8, we have another corner route that's wide open that we actually throw and complete and score a tutty off of. Wow, that's so shocking. It's so weird what happens when the ball is actually accurately thrown. And then he throws it directly at my user, and again, unlike the last video, we're able to catch user picks in this one, so I'm very happy, but I'm no longer passing the ball. We are handing the ball off to Quad Daddy. Stop and go all the way down to the 1. I don't know why we can't get in, but whatever. It's touchdown, Quad Father, easy peasy. 14-14. Now we've scored 14 unanswered. Bo Jackson, again, user over the middle, but instead he throws it right to whoever Bill Romanowski is. Apparently some linebacker with a neck roll, so you have to give him his fair due respect. 14-14 our ball. We have a wide open tutty. Perfect touch pass right there into the end zone for a touchdown, and that's going to be another rage quit, boys. When I saw the name My Lurk Sucks, I knew that this guy was probably going to be halfway decent, as lurk tags like that usually mean you're an okay player at least. We have the ball first, and I am literally just going to start running the ball. That's my initial plan, because I don't want to have to pass from a playbook and formations I'm not that familiar with. And on 3rd and 10, we had to pass, and this literally shows exactly why I didn't want to have to. End up eating a giant sack, and we have to take 3 on our first drive. Not the worst result, but obviously you want to get an actual touch on your first drive. And I realized quickly that this kid's actually pretty good, and he starts dotting me immediately, hitting that corner out on the left side. And then as he's on the 2-yard line, he throws a quick flat to the left side and able to score a touchdown, taking a 4-point lead. I'm able to answer back, though. He overshoots his user, and we're able to get all the way down to the 6-yard line. I run RPO read flat wheel right here, but instead of handing it off, I highball pass lead down the post for a touchdown. But with 10 seconds left, he throws a corner route, gets right underneath the 50-yard line. He needs one more play to get into field goal range, and I can't believe I choked at the end of the half, and he's able to tie it up right here. It's 10-10. With us having the ball in a tie game in the second half, we are going to run the ball, and Big Truz is going to get going. His user keeps on hitting my halfback on the handoff, so we're just going to keep it, and we're getting really good yardage here, but there's going to come times where we have to pass, and on 3rd and 13, I need a touchdown this drive, and I need a first down this play. He doesn't send any pressure, so we're going to get all day in the pocket, and we're going to see Taysom Hill barely slip open the back corner of the end zone for an absolute dot of a touchdown. With just 43 seconds left, though, we blow our coverage, and he's able to get above Harold Carmichael to tie the game up, but we have a money drive right here. We're looking, and he absolutely bags me on this play. We're going to throw it away, and we barely, narrowly avoid a D-line pick. On 3rd and 9, he gets a shed and sacks Big Truz, meaning that he gets the ball back with 7 seconds, and we have to hold. I blow my coverage, though, on the right side. That was my user responsibility, and I just blew it. He has an opportunity to kick a game-winning field goal, and he makes it, ending our winning streak at 9 in the Legend Division. If you enjoyed that video, check out this one right here where I played the #1 ranked player in the world.